Hi there, this is RuVik Education, and today we're going to be beginning with Lektion 3, Lesson 3 of Class 5th Deutsch und ich second book. Remember, we are learning together, growing together. We may make some mistakes, but we'll try our best to give you the best possible information we can provide. Okay, so we'll be beginning with this chapter. This chapter is centric around Berufe. Berufe here, see it's written here, it means profession. Berufe means profession. Like, for example, what are professions? Like, someone can be a doctor, someone can be a lawyer. So these are professions. Someone might be working as a chef. So that's a profession. So that's basically the work or job someone is doing is their profession. So in German, there are certain words. Like for doctor, we have Arzt. There is given a picture over here of a doctor. What do we call a doctor in German? We call Arzt. Okay, what if this male doctor was a female doctor? We will simply add AIN. Arztin. Okay, so for example, if someone is a student, okay, it's not exactly a profession, but just to give you an example, student is a general term, but mostly it's used for male student. But if we want to specify that this is a female student, then we have to say studentin. We'll simply add a IN. So next example here we have is of a police. It's a policist, or you can even say polici. That's also what many people say. So policist, as you can see, is over here in the picture. Next, what can you see here? This is actually a lawyer. This is a lawyer. What is a lawyer in German? It's Rechtsanwalt. Rechtsanwalt. So this is a little long, but try to break it down. Rec, then you can say sen, Rechtsanwalt. There's a little Z sound where there is S. Okay, Rechtsanwalt is a lawyer. What if it was a female lawyer? Then you will simply add AIN. Next, we have this chef. So, a chef is called cook. You can remember it like cooking, right? So, cooking, cook, similar. So, simply you can remember like that. If it was a female chef, you will simply add AIN. Next, we have Lehrerin. Okay, so this is a female teacher. What if it was a male teacher? You will simply remove the IN. It will become Lehrer. That would be male teacher. Next, we have a journalist. Journalist, those kind of uh, people who are kind of like news reporters. I think you know what a journalist is. This is a journalistin. You will not say J here because J is pronounced as Y in German. Okay, so if this is a male journalist, you would simply remove the IN. Next, we have this pilot. Pilot. Pilot is nothing but pilot. This pronunciation is a little bit different. Next, we have a mechanic. Mechanic is called mechaniker in German. Now we are moving to the next page. Now we know what these different professions are called. Doctor is Arzt, police is Polizist, Polizei we'll be using here, Rechtsanwalt is your lawyer, Koch is your cook, Lehrerin is your female teacher, Journalistin is your journalist, Pilot is pilot, Mechaniker is a mechanic. So now we are coming to these kind of little descriptions about each of them. So this is a doctor. So Arzt. Kamal ist 13 Jahre alt. So if you want to tell, basically they're telling the age. So first of all, we understood that this doctor's name is Kamal. Ist, you know, this is the sein, this is the verb conjugation of sein verb. Go ahead and watch lesson 2 parts if you don't know what sein is. Sein is basically to be. Okay, and it has a irregular verb conjugation. It's kind of like an exception. We remembered it as bin, bist, sind, ist, sind, seid, sind, seid, sind. Yeah, we remembered this in the previous part. Not the previous part, in the previous chapter. So you can go ahead and watch that. It will help you. This is sein verb conjugation. So it means to be. So Kamal is 13 Jahre alt. 13. That means 30. Jahre alt. Jahre is years old. Alt is old. So if you want to say how old am I, or if like you want to say how old you are, so you'll just say ich bin 7 Jahre alt. I am 7 years old. Ich bin 9 Jahre alt. I'm 9 years old. Ich bin 10 Jahre alt. Here it's 13. No, 13 is 13. 30 is 30. Kamal is a 13-year. Oh, his doctor. Oh, okay, his father. Okay, I was really confused. I just wrote 30 as intuitive. This is not Kamal, guys. Sorry, this is not Kamal. Sein Vater ist Arzt. That means his father. That means his father is a doctor. Und seine Mutter ist Hausfrau. And his mother is a housewife or housemaker. Sie haben ein Haus in Lajpat Nagar. They have a house in Lajpat Nagar. This is what it means. Sorry, I just intuitively wrote 30. Drysin is 13. Drysish is 30. Kamal is the daughter of this doctor. So we're talking about Kamal, whose father is a doctor, which is arts, and his mother is Hausfrau, homemaker. Sie haben ein Haus in Lajpat Nagar. Here, S is capital. Yes, and haben is like um, the root verb as it is written. That is why we know that this means they. Because sometimes you get confused now that Z is you or is it they. So in this context, we can understand that it means they. Okay, now we are coming over here. Frau Farha Ahmed ist Sekretärin. Ihr Mann ist Kaufmann. Sie hat eine Schwester und einen Bruder. So that means Miss Farha Ahmed is a secretary, okay, and her man is a Kaufmann. Kaufmann is nothing but a businessman. Kauf, shopping. Kaufen is to buy something, and man is man. So you can kind of like put those together and understand. Sie hat eine Schwester, that means she has a sister und einen Bruder and a brother. You can see with Schwester we have used eine and with Bruder we have used einen. The reason is because Schwester is feminine, so it uses the, and Bruder is this masculine, so it uses their. So if it uses their, then why did we add en? Because there are few cases in German. The first one we learned was nominative. We know it is there, the, das, die. And the second one is accusative. Accusative for masculine is den, for feminine is die, for neutral it's das, and for plural also it is the. Only difference between nominative and accusative is the masculine one, which is den. So, in the previous chapter, we had learned that eine, ein were the unbestimmt, indefinite articles for nominative. The indefinite articles for accusative are einen, eine, ein. So simply masculine will be different by adding a en. Einen, eine, ein is for accusative. Ein, eine, ein is for nominative. So that is why here, since this is accusative case, you don't need to identify that. Basically, okay, if you want to find the identifier, mostly whenever there is hat. What is hat? Hat comes from a verb called haben. The base verb is haben. Haben and sein are very important verbs. Both mean to be, kind of. Haben is to have, also true. but it also means to have or to be something. Not to be exactly, to have is more correct, obviously, but both of them are really important. And haben is usually used for accusative cases. So you can, whenever you look at that, that sentence is mostly accusative in that part. And whenever you see ist, like for example here there is ist, the base verb or the root verb for this is sein. So this is a nominative case. Okay, so this sentence is nominative and this sentence is accusative. These are cases in German. We have discussed them intensively in the previous chapter as well. Now go ahead and watch part 2 for continuation.